Fever recommends this Netflix web series, which is produced by TVF, so you know it has quality.
The best.
We are talking about Kota Factory season 2. It involves the story of 16-year-old Vaibhav Pandey, who moves into Kota, which is an educational hub, all in the rat race of getting into IITs. And in this place, coaching centers hold all the dominance more than college.
Yeah, they just go to college or high school, 11th and 12th, just to finish that boards, which is a formality to get into IIT-JEE, because that's the main focus.
So I received a call from Netflix and they said, you'll need to interview the cast of Kota Factory. And I was like, I haven't seen season 1. And that's when I started watching it. And my mind was blown. 5 episodes in every season, and in just 5 episodes they've managed to cover so much. It's incredible. One of the burning question about Kota Factory is, why is the web series in black and white?
Yeah,
I looked up Google and I found one satisfactory answer. It is about these students are studying all the time. In their teenage years, when they are 16, their life is supposed to be colorful.
Yeah.
But instead, because they are studying all the time, it is in black and white.
Yeah.
I found that answer very satisfactory. I was like, wow, it must be true.
It must be true. That must be the concept behind it. But one more thing is, as an audience, I also felt that it is making me a little uncomfortable in my seat. So which is also the whole background. This is not a very fun series, even though it is a student life series. It's a very serious kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So making it uncomfortable for the audience also gets the point across.
These kids really are studying all the time. The only entertainment in their life is eating kachoris.
Yeah, they make their bets also around kachoris. Take kachori if I win this
Those
bet.
little joys in life, right? There are so many moments where it's a hard relate and it takes you back to your student life.
Yeah.
I like this one scene where they're sitting in school and the teacher starts telling the answer, and every answer that they've written is wrong. That is me. In every class, I was like, gosh, this has happened to me, and
I
you
have no
feel
idea what's
so
going on.
dejected.
Yeah.
And I've given up.
Yeah.
That is me giving up, whereas these students try and learn everything from there.
There's one episode where they get the teacher also changed, no?
Yeah.
So in high school, one teacher or someone close to me had told me that if you don't like the teacher, you will never like the subject. So if you start liking the teacher, even if you're not great at the subject, you'll start liking it a little bit.
That's when a teacher is good, and a teacher can actually make you fall in love with the subject because they're teaching it with so much of passion, and they've made things interesting for you, right? I had this history teacher in school, in tuitions actually, and he would tell everything about history like a story. And I fell in love, and I came to know what all he was teaching for the first time, and I understood the topic, and it was a story time. So it made the subject so much of fun. One good teacher can make so much of a difference to what you're learning, and a teacher can actually make you fall in love with the subject.
And also they can make or break a life. In places like this, in Kota Factory, where people are so vulnerable, they can make or break a life. It's more than the subject. It's about their future. And one teacher can change it. That's what Jeetu Bhaiya did, right? Yeah. Everybody loved physics because everybody loved Jeetu Bhaiya. They didn't even call him sir.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Jeetu Bhaiya in detail because Jeetu Bhaiya rocks.
Yeah.
Even the Sardar teacher.
Inorganic chemistry. He started doing Punjabi dance and all.
He was so cool. Yeah. And there are a few exceptions in life.
Yeah.
Overall, such good morals from season 1.
Yeah.
Season 1 actually ends with Vaibhav getting into Maheshwari tuition classes, even though he didn't attempt it, and that's where the girl comes in, right? So once a girl comes into their life, there is a little bit of nice.
He says in one scene ki some things that I didn't like, even education, even revision becomes relaxation.
Yeah, those
when the company is right.
Crushes, right?
Yeah.
Where you're meeting a girl and you're so uncomfortable, nothing is said,
there's
but
that tension.
Body language speaks so much.
Yeah, that's
it's
hard
so
to relate.
cute. It's so cute. Very, very cute. And because of that girl, even though he didn't really want to go to Maheshwari, he gets into Maheshwari. He leaves that entire place, the dorm where he used to stay, and he goes into Maheshwari. He has a new roommate, new things start off. And in season 2, guys, they've spoken about a lot of things a student goes through. A 16-year-old kid, right from menstruation to masturbation, they've spoke about everything in such a beautiful manner. The treatment is so nice.
Yeah, and the songs, right? Yeah, the songs that back up that emotion. So there's this, every episode is dedicated to one topic. One is where the girl, because of her maybe getting her periods or she's feeling down, she's not attending classes, she's feeling low, and the guy, Ranjan's character, who is very he comes from the village and all, so he considers masturbation as a sin. He doesn't do it.
He feels guilty whenever he masturbates.
Yeah. So all these small things is very, very, very natural at 16, and they have given that time to every episode and still covered all those topics that IIT students face.
That's a huge hard relate to a lot of people. There are a few moments in the series where you really, I was laughing for a few funny segments.
Intelligent humor.
Humor. You spoke about how you started crying when Ma comes into the picture.
Yeah. So there's this line that lyric goes, "Har baar kaisi kar leti hai tu," which means how do you do it every time? He's not talking about Ma. There's no reference of our Ma. They're just showing her in shots. And what they say in the lyric is, how do you do this? How do you manage to make me okay every time, Mom?
That's because
I literally cried.
Ma is awesome.
Right now. Yeah.
Ma is awesome. And there is also this song called Yaru, which comes in season 1 and season 2. It's written by Ankur Tiwari, and it's composed so very well. I keep listening to that on loop again and again. As the soundtrack, the moments where they are going in triples,
the teenage friendships,
when Ma comes and gives Laddu, hostel life, all these moments are combined in season 2.
The bonds that are the strongest, I feel, is always made around situations in crisis, like in a war. Or this is also like a war zone, right? It's a factory. So you give each other that company when all of us are going through a crisis, and that forms bonds throughout the life. And that song is clearly so beautiful.
So beautiful at that. One of the main things shown in season 2 is how education is nothing but a commodity, and how these coaching centers are producing these robots. And there are so many ways of doing it. So there is a big BMW given to the rank 1 holder.
All India rank number 1.
All India
he gets a BMW too.
And the posters, har jagah pe
that is such a funny scene, no? The poster makers of Kota are getting their income from the students also. Look at the whole the system of economy.
The ecosystem is around these rank holders.
So he's just smoking BD, and he's like, do number chipkao, do number. It's like that. They don't care who won, who lost. So it's quite funny that
just way. Makes you think. I felt this is a different world of its own. And I'm happy that I didn't have to, but it's the IITians who are running the world.
That's true. That's true.
Running the world. So where you make it, and whether IIT hi sab kuch hai, or there is a world outside IIT, that is the big question.
The final episode where Jeetu Bhaiya throws party only to the people who have got rejected, because they are the ones who need it. There's the sect who deserve it, and there's a sect who's needed. So this is what. And
then of course, unfortunately, there are those who get dejected and they commit suicide. Student life, because they're only 16 and there's so much of pressure into going into IIT.
All they know is, if I get into IIT, my life is done. Otherwise, no. That's the vulnerable
state. There are so many reasons why we would recommend this web series, but let's talk about the actors who are involved. You get to see fresh faces. Mayur More, youngster. There is Ranjan Raj, who is an actual IITian. So these people have done it so very well that you actually think that, wait, are they from IIT? Yes, some of them are from IIT. Jitendra Kumar is also an IITian.
He's an ex-IITian.
And he's a rock star. When he comes on screen,
he lights it up.
Everything is at ease. He owns that character so very well. You feel comfortable as a viewer. And I want to know whether he's improvising or he's just following the script. Everything comes out so naturally. And I heard everything that he said. So did the students. They listen to him and they go, wow, what a teacher. You need a teacher like this in your life.
So Maheshwari, when he wants to join, the lead character, he says that he loves that mentor so much. We fall in love with our mentor so much that in one episode, when he's asking if I should go to Maheshwari or not, he wants to stay back because of that one teacher. And he says, I want to be a poster on that wall. The teacher says, you go to Maheshwari, you do well there, they'll put a poster there also. He says, no, I want to be the poster in your wall. That's how much he loves that teacher. I don't know
how many of us have been lucky enough to find that mentor or teacher who can make us go the extra mile and who can really mentor us, right? It's a privilege to have people like that in your life. And Jeetu Bhaiya is an incredible character, and the casting is done so very well on that. All the students, the girls, the boys. My favorite character is Ranjan Raj.
Apart from Jitu Bhaiya?
Meena.
Huh.
Meena has done the character so beautifully.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He really owns that character beautifully.
Yeah. The best friend one can have, that character, he's pulled it off so well. I like Mayur More, of course. I like his voice. It has that Farhan Akhtar kind of texture to it. Yeah. So that I like. And of course, Vartika's character, played by Revati Pillai, because she's cute, guys.
She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Ehsaas Chenna, I felt her character was a little bit of a force fit.
Yeah. Didn't exactly fit into the series is what I felt.
But you need a perspective from the other side as well. She's studying medical, and she's hanging around with these boys.
Yeah.
So she's always having fun. Alam Khan, something tells me that he may crack into IIT, even though they show that he's the most bindas.
Yeah.
He's smoking, he's having a great time, he's got a girlfriend, but you never know what's going to happen with these series. So we look forward to season 3 of Kota Factory. In case you haven't watched season 2, you can start off from season 1 itself. You started watching it again. You were like, ye revision hai.
Yeah, this is my revision, because that's what the series is about, right? How do I not revise and go do a show about the series?
So, guys, how did you like Kota Factory season 1 and season 2? We had this quick conversation. So many touch points. Thoroughly enjoyed speaking to the cast of Kota Factory season 2 as well. In case you haven't seen that interview, we'll give you the description below. Just follow that link and watch the interview. Fun guys. All of them have really bright future as actors and not IITians.
Yeah. Some of them maybe. Ranjan has finished already, so.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time.